to these people. And so I reloaded and I talked to them. It's fine. Okay.
I'd rather go see the bloom exhibit instead of some dumb movie.
Starting to think we're in bed with the Russians.
Magic store is right here.
Make no trouble.
Make no trouble. No trouble. Please. Make no trouble. Where's this magic store? There it is. You.
I can help you with something, yes?
Oh, there it is. I should have recognized it.
I'm looking for Laborio. It is me. You have come for the magic? I'm hoping you can help me make sense of something. A strange encounter I had. A man hiding behind a screen in the sewers, surrounded by followers of some kind. His name is Richard. He used to be partners. Richard is alive. You found him?
Yes.
I'm not sure what I found, but I know I didn't like it. Richard had a way of depriving me. Things I wanted to say and do, but I couldn't. I am so happy he is alive. Richard and I was sure that I should have known. Richard always said, the show must go on. There was nothing entertaining about this. What is he doing down there? How is he doing it? I have not seen Richard in many years. We developed a show together, the evolution of stage hypnosis intensified through technology. Adapted versions of the Casey and DDE designs. A social augmentation? In conjunction with modern hypnotic techniques, something much more powerful than mere persuasion. The communal construction of an alternate reality. For 3 hours on a Friday night, we guided people into brave new worlds. Why do you think Richard is doing this? What's his end game in trying to hypnotize people in a sewer? I cannot say for sure, but after the incident, after the way things began to change, Richard said he was going to find a better place. I did not hear from him again. The loss of so many people that we knew, I believe it broke him. He didn't seem very broken to me. More like a guru of some kind, with way too much control of the people in that room. No, Richard is not capable of hurting anyone. At least, he was not before. He was an idealist, the kind of man who... The worlds we created together on stage, they were more beautiful than the reality. The technology Richard is using to do all this, how does it work? Binaural beats. Richard bounces his source transmission through a series of emitters that use targeted neural oscillation to stimulate specific areas of the basal ganglia. Right. Let's assume I'm not familiar with that particular ganglia. Richard is using a system of emitters that can intensify and adjust his frequency, his message, his intent. Imagine it. He can make the very soul of a transmission pierce into the brainwaves of his target audience. I don't need to imagine it. I already know it's terrifying. These worlds you and Richard created through hypnosis, what were they exactly? They were whatever people wanted, created together with the audience. Every night was different. After the incident, we were made to stop, treated as criminals. It was not right. People paid for their tickets and embarked on imaginative explorations. We did not hurt anyone. We would never hurt anyone. I'm not sure that's still true for Richard. His audience now, I'm worried they may be trapped. Is that something he could be capable of? Creating a world and keeping people there indefinitely? It depends on the personality. If someone is susceptible to the message, and if Richard keeps repeating it, it is conceivable.
All right. How do we do it?
Tell me how to stop Richard. Richard is conveying a vision of himself, of themselves, of an alternate community they are building together. If it is Richard's goal to keep the people there, the only way to free them is to make them see through it. Well, how do I do that? Last time I talked to him didn't go so well. The signal he is transmitting, its effect is limited to a specific radius.
Yeah, I got that.
To the room where the audience is, where the emitters are installed. Wherever Richard is must be outside of that room.
I mean, I know
So
where
if I
he
get to him,
is.
I'll be able to say or do whatever I want.
Yes, but promise you won't hurt him, please.
I'm not promising anything. Something tells me if I do get in there, he's not going to be content to just talk.
There may be a better way. The emitters, they are somewhere in the room, yes?
Yes.
Okay, then, so wait. You wait. Just wait 1 second, please. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where are you?
Wait for it. I have a gun. Ah!
Come to me.
Oh.
Wait. Okay. I think I have what I'm looking for. I think I have found what you need. Ta-da!
Uh-huh.
They are scrambling devices, our failsafe whenever things got ugly. Attach them to the emitters and it closes the ability to amplify. Good night. Show's over. Your gods are but men again.
And that'll be enough to make the people in the room see through him?
I hope. If they have been exposed for a very long time, you need to help them to see. But please be kind to Richard. I don't know what he has become, but I know what he was. A decent man once, who simply believed that the world should be better.
We all believe that. But there are better and worse ways of going about it.
Alright. Thank God for that. I'm glad I found that. I'm glad I realized. Now I need to go back. Where the hell am I?
Worse. Ridiculous.
How do I use these? Use these scrambling devices. How many of them do I have? Does it matter? It looked like there were only 3, but... Are the devices the dishes, or are they the red things? I think that they must be the red things. Off we go.
Like they did not see me working.
Back to Richard's place.
Area secure. Continuing cautious patrol.
This way. Through my apartment building. And out here. Hey guys, how you doing? Don't mind me. Just lightning my way down. Weird. All right,
Visnik could use some help.
Visnik, I'm helping you. I'm gonna help you, Visnik. It's gonna happen.
Don't go upstairs.
Good people don't disturb Richard.
You don't belong here. You need to leave.
Over here.
Garbage. Good people
Be
don't
content to
disturb
explore,
Richard.
like us.
Yep.
You don't belong here. You need to leave.
Why aren't they
What are you up to?
aren't they beeping anymore?
Good people don't disturb Richard.
I mean, there are only 3, but that's fine.
What are you up to?
I'm turning your shit off, Richard.
Snooping is
And
a
then the other one is
symptom
up
of the
here.
troubled soul.
It's over there, I think.
Get away from there. You need to stop this poking around.
No. I won't.
The skeptic. He continues to cloud the room with questions, with doubts. He contributes nothing. He may say nothing.
I'm gonna say a few things whether you want me to or not. We
Aha.
have a lot to talk about, Richard.
What do you think about that,
Now we can
Richard?
finally talk.
Why have you... What is it that offends you so much about our attempt to construct something better?
You mean your attempt to control people? Amplifying your hypnotic techniques with some kind of social enhancer? Keeping people from talking back, from questioning you?
I don't think you understand. Please. These people want to be here. We need each other.
Narcissistic, cruel, meager. Richard the Great is a desperate man. His hypnotic visions are a trap, an attempt to make others see him as he craves to be seen. As he loses control, Richard may be tempted to do something drastic. Just like his followers, he must be eased out of the experience. He made to admit that he went too far. Definitely, he's definitely more beta than alpha.
How ugly must the world have looked to you to go to these lengths? To actually believe that this was some kind of alternative?
We chose to start over. To escape what society had become. What it was turning us into. You may not understand, but they do.
No, I understand. You sought out people who were vulnerable. People like you, who had reasons to run away.
Who do you think they are? There are no missing persons reports. I didn't rip them from warm meals and bamboo linen. For those who wander the sewers at night in search of answers and alternatives, this is as good as it gets. No more hiding, no more running away, no more feeling abandoned. They need me. They need somewhere to feel welcome.
And the ones you don't welcome? Those who try to question or resist, like Wisnik, like me? You have no problem rejecting them, threatening them, installing gun turrets to ensure they can never pull back the curtain.
The guns exist only to protect the ideal. Even the most peaceful communities must be prepared to defend themselves.
This isn't a community. It's a magic trick. You've been hypnotizing people, selling them on some fantasy of what you wish the world was like.
He tricked us? I don't understand.
None of it meant anything.
Please, don't leave. He can undermine me all he wants, but he can't change what it's like up there. The decommissioning, the segregation. They will round you up and catalog you. They will do worse.
I see a lot of Omegas. He's definitely not beta. There were like a couple of alpha things. He's definitely not alpha. There were a couple of alpha things, but he's definitely not alpha. He's either still beta or Omega. Let me see what these say. Yeah. What does it say? No, that's not it. I definitely need to. I'm gonna go for Omega.
People need to be guided. Now more than ever. All these things you're trying to run away from, trying to pretend away. No one should have to face them alone. But this isn't guidance. This is just replacing one totalitarian nightmare with another.
I
Hey.
went too far.
He preyed on us.
By a few thousand miles, yeah. And it's time to turn around now, Richard. Time to shut all of this off.
Alright.
I don't understand. How could we be so foolish?
It seems foolish now, but
You feel Richard to
we
the
had
other
no
side.
choice. Everything he said.
I
the
revealed
way
him.
he
Let's
said
go talk to Richard if we can.
Why us? Why were we drawn here and not
I still feel like this is not a good thing. It doesn't really say that it's... Oh yeah, no, it's okay. He's not aggro anymore. yeah, crafting parts. I think. I'm gonna need more multi-tools pretty soon. I'm also still gonna steal your stuff, though. I can't steal his stuff anymore. Oh, there. I can't. Good. Good. I'm taking all your stuff. Top 10 tech abandoned technologies. Number 6, the Community Initiative. No project was more scrutinized in the wake of recent global catastrophes than the Community Initiative. This advanced development in social augmentation technology was designed to create new kinds of shared spaces and communal experiences through area of effect social enhancement technology. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Early implementation in venues such as theaters and community centers proved underwhelming, though a handful of innovative entertainers did find clever ways of amplifying the experience by handpicking their audience. A quick pre-show personality test could determine that if you were more or less likely to submit to whatever shared fiction was being proposed. In today's post-incident world, the thought of this kind of initiative pushing into theaters across the continent is a thing of the distant past. Consequences are too terrifying. However, for a few months back in the summer of 2025, the Community Initiative was praised as the best kind of new technology, the kind that promised to bring us all closer together. Richard, I will talk to you in just a second. But I also want to loot your place. Because you owe me.
We live in a world of brutality.
No, I can't turn that on. It doesn't matter, the turrets aren't aggro anymore anyway. Breaker, I could turn the breaker on. I don't think that I really want to do that. Rifle ammo. I talk to him.
I believe in what we were trying to do.
No, I can't do anything. I can knock his chair over. God, he has a battle rifle. Is that what he was using on me before? Alright, well. I'm done. I'm done here. I've successfully managed to screw up his entire life. Thank goodness for that. Any more loots around here? Yeah. Go talk to Viznik.
He snuck into our minds and fed us some vision of himself.
That's right,
of ourselves.
He tricked us, made us see things that were not real.
I remember coming to the sewers to escape the authorities.
It was months ago.
I mean, no one's forcing you to leave. If you want to stay, you can stay. That's like the whole thing, is that no one can force you.
The rat kept pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how there's two eyes in Viznik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the so social schematic, hounded by laws, hated by revolutions. He offered a way out, but there is no way out. Exile from exile is exile.
You're out now, Viznik. There should be nothing more drawing you to this place, to him. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want.
I am alone. Do you know the story of the rat and the button?
No, I don't.
You'll assume you're the one without a choice. But remember, given limitless access to a feeling that is always devotionalized, the rat kept pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing.
Okay. Okay, Bisnick. Don't worry. You'll be better eventually. I don't know if I need to avoid that thing. That's why I keep on jumping over it. Alright. Now back to the real reason that we're in here. I'm assuming that there's going to be a way to turn this stuff off if I go over here. Oh no! No! Jump! 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 Jesus Christ. Jensen wouldn't jump. He wouldn't jump for a minute. Excuse me, explosive barrel. Okay. Don't want it to fall and explode. Alright, well, let's just... Movable garbage bin, keypad. Okay. They're gonna get me on this one, but
anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Didn't get any loot from it. That's fine. I can't turn the fucking. You know what? You know what? How about you just go over here? Ah, no! How did it? How? How did it see me? I was carrying it from the back. Ow! How I done? How I do it? Okay, that's fine. Let's try again. We'll try again with less, getting electrocuted. How far does it go? It just is gonna see me over here. guess. There. That's pretty good, right? Not really. Not really. I do it like even further down. I mean, I could just blow it up too. It doesn't really. There's no real place that I can put it that it's not gonna like see someone. But this is okay. It's not the worst. Hello there. EMP ammo. Nice. Pocket secretary. Michael, someone is smuggling product out of the lab. Good night, Pyro. As a precaution, I've changed our security hub passwords to Im Carcosa. I've also installed new turrets to make sure no one fiddles with any of the settings, especially the one in the reactor room, last thing we knew was an explosion. Keep in mind, the chemists are losing a lot of money by us getting involved in their operation. Imagine if someone took something from us the way we took Neon from them, and keep a close watch on them, especially Harmony Napkova. I don't like the way she's always alone in the back fiddling with the reactors. Should I just freaking... I have 2 praxis. Should I just freaking get this? It's gonna come in real handy. Stop. Is there anything interesting down here?